Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mahogany Mafia with me, Madness. We are back to finish what we started. I'm going to take this. In all honesty, it's very late to be taking that. It gives you innovation, it gives you culture. It's actually quite a big boost. Last game, I took it very early on. Such an advantage taking it early on. This army will go north, that's fine. This guy, continue scouting, but let's face it, I'm not that hopeful. There's the frozen wastes. France, finding all of them up here. Not going to get my Age of Heroics. Which I really wish I could. But this guy will start his process of going north. Okay, this city. I need to build a dwelling. That's what I was doing. Yes, I remember. These guys probably at some point need palisades. But I need to get them one of these forests. Or, more importantly, I could absorb this into them. But I think it's better to move it to somewhere where it's getting them new resources. Potentially there. Instead of just flowing around. Let me just move to the capital. You, again, stop. Because if I settle on this forest, I'm getting them 2 resources that they wouldn't have initially got. It's quite helpful. I'm trying to think of if there's another place I can put, but I think that's the best place in all honesty. You continue your move. You... I'm just in all honesty quite sad about the fact they seem to have found them all. So I'm going to go this way in an attempt to find a route that France hasn't been. For all I know, this could be exactly where France is. I don't know, is I guess my point. I wish I did. This unit will continue north and it will clear this. Because clearing that will be helpful for me. I don't know why it will be helpful, I just think it will. I'm going to snake through here. Tribal raiders, we can take the next raider thing. Or we can hold out and go further. Which I think makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Essentially, with all these raiders, we're designed to go to war. But we're not good enough to go to war. Here, again, I think I said what I was going to do next. But I'm tempted by markets. That's diplomacy. Let's take this for more tech. Kind of want to beat the French to getting to the next era. It's very difficult for me to do that, but if I can, I want to. France in the lead, I'm second, USA's third. So, if I can, I will. I just want to see here. I probably shouldn't have. This is the advantage here. Undo move. There's undo. I forgot about it, but I remembered now. You can undo your moves. Really helps. Stops you from doing stupid things, right? Like, here, build a dwelling. I do actually need a dwelling. That's why that massively boosts my growth. But, undo. See, it boosted it by a complete 50%. And that's because, as I said last time, every over 5, you need more. Next, these guys. Gonna clear this. Because I need them to. But, if you look, America has gone out this way. Which is very annoying. I don't like it. This guy we're going to try and send out there, I think. My scout, probably going to die here. So, I'm going to back him up and heal him. Just using my exploration to heal. Simple as. It's really good. I get a free amount. It might be worth it, that. Yeah, let's take that. Because I want to get to Expand Town. Oh wait, I shouldn't have taken that. Because I want to get to Expand Town. I did it the wrong way round. Sadly, I don't think you can undo actual decisions. So, we're stuck with that. Not the end of the world. This guy is why it's not. I will show you why when we get there. But, just trust me. And here, we're Did my archers just target the wall? I didn't expect that. There we go. And almost done. The walls are destroyed. Next time we'll pretty much murder them. What a wonderful plan. What a wonderful plan indeed. Ah, I forgot to place my pioneer. 45? Did you? No. I don't actually know how frequently the game saves. I'm going to wait. Wait. Yeah, it has to be a regional capital, so I can't do it here, I don't think. I'm going to try either way. Or do I just go for Athens? I think the answer is I just go for Athens. It's whether I think, because I think these are vassals. So I'm going to keep on heading north until I get to their regional capital. But I'm not going to detach them from the units until I very much have to. Again, the walls have repaired slightly. The walls are gone. And the unit also gone. Murdered. Which means we've destroyed it. And we get some research. Hallelujah. We are now ahead. So we will get the first dibs of whatever comes out of this. Which is actually a bigger boost than you could think. Here, we've been attacked, but I think we won. Let me just go and find it. We did not win. Oh no, we did. We absolutely crushed them. So we were attacked by both these units. I think they both died. Oh no, the archer didn't, because we didn't engage the archer. Let's engage the archer. Hopefully they don't attack first. They do. That's unfortunate. Because they're actually probably going to win. They did win. Let's undo that. See? Just undo everything. How wonderful is that? Very indeed. But we continue moving north. But next turn, this guy should make it there. And we can open negotiations. I can't vassalize people. That's fine. It's not the end of my world. And here's France. We have now found France's borders. Which is very nice, in all honesty. I don't mind that. Don't mind that one little bit. Here, lookouts give exploration. This gives warfare. I would rather get diplomacy. Just for now. To be honest, I'd probably rather get that, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to hold off. Yeah, we're just sending these guys home because we don't need them out here. These guys, guess move up as far as you can with him. He will move right there. This guy will just move south, and then I guess that way. But I don't want to be at war with the French. Next era, though. This is now the second main era of the game. As you can see, they've given us 60 turns in this demo. 60 turns is a solid amount, because you can get to the third era. These are the improvements you get. Mines are cheaper, pop growth is bigger, new government. You also unlock a new domain, arts, a new government, and gold and iron are now available. Now, let me just explain what all of that means. It means, A, we're at the next age. Currently we can't get out of this age, but if you assume it's like the others, you need 3 things to get it done. This increases territory speed and increases vassal improvements. Construction, you get things that can destroy walls quicker. Very nice. That's how you take out cities. Logs into paper, knowledge, manuscripts, which is you turn paper. So this is an entire chain. You turn production into wealth, and then you turn wealth into knowledge. Here, food into food, but you need to make a mill, which is on a previous tech. Here, a lot of housing. And increasing the number of towns a region can support. I want that. Colosseum lowers unrest. Arts XP, which I've never had. Limestone or marble into arts. And this dapper fella, an artist. Ooh, that is fancy. Again, I mean, here we can spawn a merchant. That's pretty interesting. I still want to push for an envoy, I think. Oh no, I've got an envoy going north. Fantastic. Exploration. Prospectors claiming territory. We're not working towards any of them. But this guy, I do want to now use. I don't know what that's just achieved, but it's achieved something. Ah, here we go. So now we have an envoy established. We can improve relations, if we had the points. We can send them money. Very nice, improves their relations. We can open an embassy. Very tempting, which will give us even more options. Right, and essentially, that is all that this is. It gives you options. That's good to know. This guy, I guess we'll just send to destroy that, because I'd like to destroy that. Meanwhile, my scout in this direction is just going to continue doing all that. This guy's going to head home still, and end turn. I did wonder how you expand and make sure that you can have more towns attached to a city, but here we go. See, there's actually a new unit here. So archers are out. They've reached their maximum age of value. So all of a sudden, you can go in and upgrade them. It costs warfare XP, but you get a better unit. Better units, always good if you ask me. Let's give our units more movement. Get more of them. It's fantastic. I wish I had more barbarian cannon. In my previous game, there were so many. There are clearly not that here. But I kind of want to use them as scouts. So let's send this guy out that way. And see what we can find. These guys, let's just... To be honest, this entire army, let's move it down to this city. I would love to claim this territory. That's exploration. And I have not played an exploration-focused game. And that's where the issues of this actually start to come in. Because if you don't play a game that gets you a lot of XP, you start to hinder yourself. You don't hinder yourself too much, because you can still do it all with production. You hinder yourself just enough that it is pretty bad. As you can see here though, iron. We've discovered iron. Here, we've discovered coal. Gold can be discovered. I don't think it's naturally placed on a map. You have to use someone called a prospector. Oh no, there's gold naturally founding over here. So you can also naturally find it. Very nice. But, no. Coal is production. Marble is production. All very helpful stuff. We're now 8 population in the city, which means, again, housing-wise, we are not doing great. But look at all of these new buildings. Granary, upgrade from food storage, I think it is. Monument is an upgrade from temple. No, it's the upgrade from the Decidon, the dolmen. There we go, it says there. So we will hold out, I think. Yeah, and then we'll do those next. Unlikely that we're actually going to be able to finish any of them, but we can now go to here and do a peaceful revolution to improve our nation. We could do a violent one. I don't think a violent one is ever worth it. Peaceful one. Look at this. See, and you can become one of 2 new cultures. I have tried my hardest to figure out the difference between the 2 of them, and in terms of raw buffs to capitals, this one is better. Because if you look at these, you've got 2 culture, 0 improvement points, 5 wealth, 3 wealth, 5 production, 5 influence, 4 food. And the main thing I noticed was, if I go here, this is 3 wealth, 4 production, 3 food. This is just better. Like, just better. These might not be better. Alright. I think these probably are better. Like, spawn settler cheaper. Spawn envoy cheaper. All of them tend to be based off making things cheaper. Whilst this is just making... This is about making your country better, right? This is about using vassals. I feel like I do not see the value of vassals yet, But I do see why people would want them. I don't get it yet. And that's on me. Completely. These guys move here and heal up. I know I always move them away and towards, but I think it's better. But, yes, so these guys will finish it next turn, that's fine. This guy will continue through. Nice, not very nice. Traditional English jokes there. And on to another innovation. This time, we're improving our shield units to work against ranged. This would be fantastic in a natural game. I'm ignoring it. Because if I go into my cities, right, I would rather just use it on things like that. And I think I missed the building that I need to take, which is this one. I need to take that, one way or another. But here, I can construct the palace right here, because I want to. The construct palace creates a palace, and a palace is influence. And government XP, that's fine, but influence. More importantly, next turn we will take another settler. Probably just settle out here, because look at all of this stuff. It's quite useful. But diplomacy, I'm just waiting for an envoy. Actually, let's go merchant, why not? Here we go. Yeah, and this guy is going to be ambitious, but I kind of want to just send him up that way. This turn we'll hopefully wipe this out. Really? That's still going? That's annoying. Very annoying. This guy, let's just keep them moving this way. Oh, and see? Kyoto. So, this is now an argument for why I could have waited and summoned an envoy. Because I could get a city over here. That would be a big advantage. It's a city you don't have to build. Again, we are just going to keep on snaking through France. These guys move there. Fine. We've got a forest finally in this nation, in this area, which is incredible. So we have just built a market, which allows us to import stuff, right? Now big fan of importing production. Like if I can, I think production is the way to go. But more importantly, down in this city, it still has absolutely shocking production. I know that. So what I'm going to do is A, build a forester, but B, build a plantation. And I will explain the plantation later when I get 17 more, which I might not actually get. So let's undo both. I'm just going to build this, and then in 2 turns I will build the next building, because then I can actually use it to explain something to you guys. These guys move into the city. This is every game I just enjoy having units in cities. Might be the wrong choice, might be the right choice, who knows. But I just think in a city is better than out of a city. Here, let's get ourselves another settler. I've sworn them in a city, that's fine. But send them out this way, and I think I'm going to go around there. It's a fine location. Maybe there, one of the two. But either way, let's see if I can keep on exploring. I can. This unit, please. Like, there we go. That's that done. Again, more stuff. And look at that government XP. Look at that. 35. How good is that? I can't build another palace. What I can do is upgrade. Let's take the upgrade. Big fan of that. And here, we can build more stuff. So, This is more food. More food. Always good if you ask me. This though, more influence, more influence. You expand your city quicker. Expand your city quicker. Even better. So I believe in this game you have the same situation as civilization. That situation being, if you expand too quickly, you inevitably come into a place where you just can't do anything. If you expand too quickly, you use all your production on units. Use all your production on units, you start to hinder yourself. And I think that is what I'm trying to get across. You don't want to permanently be hindering yourself. These guys will just move that because, yeah, that's fine. This guy, I guess we'll just explore these hills. Nothing, or explore down south. These guys, to be honest, there's nothing really to explore, so yeah, we'll just leave them there. These guys can head up. Nice. Move this guy here. And next turn we can found that city. We won't be able to do with anything because we're going to reach the end of the game. But I'm just trying my hardest to show you as much as possible before the end of the game. So, with this flax, textile weaver. And what we'll do is we'll go in here, right? And one plantation produces 2 flax. This turns 2 flax into 2 cloth. All of a sudden, this city has gone from, if I undo, look at this, 12 income, to, I didn't mean to hit that button, to 20 income. Just because we're now making the most of our goods. That is consumed for that. That is better. Simple as. Let's just move them to defend that. Absolutely fine. These guys... I suppose I could just attack Kyoto at some point. Yeah, go on. You head up there. And you also head up there. I think it's the same amount whether I move left or right, so... I'm hoping to get this merchant there before the end of the game as well. Okay, that's fine. Research idle. We've finally given this place production. Hallelujah. It's the other reason I gave it forests, though, to be fair. Because forests are production. They're not working the production, though, I've just noticed. And let's face it, let's go over temple. I think being able to research the quickest, such an advantage. Let's just attack Kyoto. As you can see, they're not the same weak militia that we face everywhere else. These are better in every way. And we probably will lose this fight, if I'm being honest. But that's fine. And there's Tanis. Tanis is good. Tanis is our friend. And if we get enough diplomacy, we can use diplomacy to integrate, make a formal vassal before... Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. I have to get it up all the way to there. Oh, that's... Okay, deploy wealth. Let's do it in Corinth. Nice! We are getting money now, per turn, just because we exist there. Research, we've completed community, which is one of these techs, I'm aware of that. But I kind of needed to do it so I could show off this. Money, rush things, just like Civ. Just like every game out there, there is a rush mechanic. You just have to research a tech to do it. Say what you will, I think it's good that they've stuck by it. Barbarian camp, I just don't care. This unit is... I'm amazed that it's still alive, if I'm being honest. But here, we're just going to double down. There's no walls anymore. They are close to winning. I'm hoping we'll take it in the next turn. France has a merchant up here. Interesting. I did not expect to run into that. And come on, finish them off, please. Oh, they finished the wall. No, destroy it. Attack. Attack. Okay, they attacked a solo. That's good. And come on. No. There we go. Whew. We have just taken over Kyoto. Free city. We have choice. We can gain 2 population in our capital. 100 gold, but we gain chaos. This is your immediate boon. This is, you attack ones far away from you. So if, I think there's one somewhere up here. So say we ran into this, well, say Bordeaux was one. You attack Bordeaux, you can bring all of that value back home. In this case, make it one of your own. Look at that. Kyoto. It's not going to be the most happy place with me, but it's now part of our empire. We've drawn a line here that cuts off America. That's what they're called. Kind of just wanted to hang out, but I guess not. I just want to see what's there. I guess I can't anymore. I just want to still back. I'm not an expert at this game. And to be honest, this game is going to change a lot. Between now and the release date, I'm expecting this to expand exponentially. Like, significantly. Which is good. You always want a game to expand. That is actually, if you look, we're at 8 population, so that would be 4 production in this city. 4 production would add on a 3rd. It's actually really nice. But, you know what? Rush it, just because I can. Big fan of rushing things when you can. But that's good. We can do more of raiders. Sure, just for the sake of it. Build dynasty. I'm going to take... Yeah, screw it, let's take that. Production and food, they're your big things in this game. Look, you have a little canoe out there. Barbarian canoe. How nice is that? These guys sleep, and this is our last turn. So, I will quickly run through what I think is important. I think on this side, right, it's useful to have a lot of these things. Claim territory is a very useful thing. The prospector, that you can find gold in hills. So if I had him, I could go up to, say, this mountain, this hill when I own it, prospect it, and I could find gold, which provides an immediate boost. Let me just find the gold, which was here. As you can see, gold is for wealth. It's quite nice. But I don't think it's the most important one. I think especially early game, you don't need it for scouts. But equally here, I don't think you need warfare for volunteers. In all honesty, in previous games I took Olympians, I would be tempted to take these or these before I took these. These are a very war-focused one. I think ones like naturalists and wild hunters can provide so much benefit. Probably not this one. Actually, I probably would take wild hunters every day of the week for all of that bonus to food. Really nice. Engineering, I think, is one of your more important ones. If I had 25, I would do this, which would allow you to upgrade this, gives the adjacency bonus, and allows you to apply a specialization, which is what I was talking about earlier. Which is why I built it surrounded by woods, so I could do a lumber specialization. Very important. Art, I do not know what art does yet. It's one added in this era, and I've never got there. Chaos can be really damaging. I had one in my previous game, which essentially summoned units around all of my cities. So if you can avoid taking it, do. Whilst innovation, just helpful to have positive events. Very helpful. Let me see other things. With cities, food is always king. You can make more production by having more people. You can't make more people by having more production. Other things, culture and research. Culture is not the end of the world to not have lots of culture, but you will want to ramp it up at some point. These, not the end of the world not having them. Well, it's not the end of the world is if you have less of them, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Absorb outpost, helpful, but you don't need it. The real one you need is create town, not absorb outpost. Or Eureka, boosts knowledge. Fantastic, only if you have lots of culture. So I would say that they're helpful. This I've never had to use, I'm sure it's actually very good. But I would go for research early because you get so many benefits being the first people into the age. Back in city, make sure you have that enough housing. So now this city is at just enough housing. Right? So you need to go in, provide the dweller so you can grow quicker. Housing and food. They're your two things to make sure your city is growing. Production. Sorry, let's do it the other way around. Improvement points are only as good as the amount of population you have. So here you can see, and I should have ramped up earlier than I did, but it's still a fairly decent city. I think you ramp up going into age 2, towards the end of age 2, you ramp up your improvement points because you need to make the most of your people. Same with production, I think is always useful. I mean, these are you don't need people, and they give you immediate benefits. Unrest suppression, which is up here, unrest. I have a lot of units here, so you wouldn't realise, but Arts XP. I don't know what Arts XP is for, but I imagine it's quite useful. So I would suggest making sure you have production where possible. It's very much like Civ in that way. Production and food are your two main currencies. Everything else are probably pushing towards victories. But without a moderate amount of production or food, you can't do anything at all. Resources. If you're not going to settle near resources, there's absolutely no point. Like, you can make new resources appear, but you can't guarantee where they'll appear. So, like coal. I was lucky to get coal there, but I didn't get any iron near my immediate city, so I've had to settle for some. I got no gold. You can't guarantee it. Same with elephants. If we unlocked elephants, there's no guarantee there would be one within reach of my city. But overall, I think it's a really interesting take on the 4X genre. I think I'm excited to see where it's coming. I don't actually know when the release date is, but I think it will be a really good game. And I think all of this is interesting. I think it shows that you really need to push diplomacy. Just to be able to have that as an option. Because look, you can get 2.3 knowledge if I had an embassy. That treaty would almost add 50% onto my science. That would that would give me 50% of my culture. Like, that would be quite valuable. So diplomacy is probably very important. Actually, I'd say it's probably the most important one. Envoys, merchants, and integrating. If you integrate that way, you don't need to do it using government XP. It's a major boost. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic game. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I will definitely be playing it on release, and I'll produce more videos for you guys then. Let me know what you think. Get involved in the comments. Give me, are there things I missed that when you guys were playing it? Are there questions you have? Because if there are, I will try my hardest to answer them, even if it's after the demo has sort of not been available anymore. Other things, they have their traditional build options, you know, build helper, those are your goods, foods. I think you don't need this. It's slightly helpful, but sanitation, you can build one of these. Sanitation, I've not quite figured out, but I've never had a problem with it. I assume it's a later game thing. Yeah. It has all the potential of being a phenomenal Paradox game and a phenomenal game in general. So, please do get involved in the comments, do like and subscribe, do stick around because there will be more content on strategy games like this, not just economy games, even though there will definitely be more on economy games. So thank you very much, have a lovely rest of your week, And that is me, Mahogany Madness. Goodbye.